Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So I'm working on, so there's agendas. I've been saying this word a lot, agendas. In my opinion, I mean the New World Order agenda. There's agendas here from, I believe, a malevolent force that stems from that the epicenter is of a nefarious extraterrestrial race, which has slowly but surely made certain very deceitful and fucking secretive deals with certain fucking quote unquote elite families that have pretty much the control over the majority of the world's largest corporations and industries. And it's from these vantage points and these control points that they're able to choose what products, what propaganda, what information, what politicians, what armies, what medias, what stories to be said, what stories aren't said. All this shit they have the fucking control over. Exactly how they do it, I don't know. I have a feeling it stems from one central boss, because that's how these motherfuckers work. It's a hierarchy system. There's a dude that's in charge of another dude who's in charge of another dude who's in charge of, and it trickles down. So And so as it trickles down into the collective here in humanity, they've infiltrated the population. So there's aspects of the population that work as like undercover fucking in enemy lines, because essentially whenever they're integrated in human populations for the purpose of destroying the human population, they're essentially infiltrating our lines. So they'd be fighting behind enemy lines because we're their enemy. And in doing so, they use various organizations to perpetuate their agenda, which is all about getting human beings to be as low vibrational as possible. And they do so through various different techniques. And so, yeah, I'm going to go into this. This is just a little bit of work on it. So one of the techniques that they use is chemicals, pollution, just killing our environment, killing our human body, killing off the animals, and getting us to do this. Because when we continue to do this, we're continuing to accumulate bad energy, bad karma for ourselves, as well as killing off animals, which is in itself a low vibrational action. So all of these things are continuing to build and build and build and build evilness. Like, it's continuing to power these evil motherfuckers. But anyway, so I'm going to get more into the specifics of how these organizations are doing it, and also to hopefully come to a clear and concise understanding as to what good and evil is, the difference, low vibrational energies and higher vibrational energies, healthiness, unhealthiness, harmony, unharmony, and how there's, in my opinion, it's not even an opinion, it's a fact, and I'm going to prove this, that there are these companies out here that are doing this on purpose to turn us into a fucking, turn us into essentially the ultimate goal is a hybrid fucking alien form that is part human and part something else. But in order for them to do this, they need us to lower our vibrations in our hearts to a certain level, because if we have too much soul power, if we have too much love, we have too much connection to God, it will disrupt their ability to control us in the way that they want to. We won't be able to do the type of work they want us to do, because we'll still have a soul, we'll still have compassion, we'll still have empathy, we'll still have care for others, like true heartfelt human care, which is very unique. Like that unconditional love, like to go out of your way for others type shit. Only human beings really do that. Like the way that we do it, we're the only ones, and there's a reason for that. And that's exactly what they need to get rid of. So this is why they have all these fucking jobs and corporations and agencies and people and and shits to do this. And they do it from a guise of appearing to be good. That's why they use a lot of times things like BLM, Black Lives Matter, something that looks like it's there to support and to be there for the minority, the melanated rich people or the so-called black people, when in actuality it's not there for them. It's actually a guise to gain money and to appear a certain way and to perpetuate a type of division amongst races, which is going to bring about more conflict, which is a lower vibrational energy, which they feed off of. And it gets us to hate on each other more. It gets the black people to feel like they're more, like when you have an organization like that, it gets people to feel more like they're victims. Because when an organization is created out of essentially the tragedies and the traumas of a collective race, and they put an image to it and a name to it and a label to it, and they bring all this attention to it, it reignites that flame, that fire, that problem, which isn't even really a problem right now. Like, there isn't even really a race issue at all here in America, at least where I live. Like, I don't see any I don't hear about it or feel about it really at all. Some areas it's there, but it's largely gone. I think it's continuing to dissipate with an ever-increasing race. So for them so when they do these things, I do think it does help perpetuate a little bit of that old fucking racism, because it gets people thinking about how the white man's fucked them over and all these systems are fucking them over and they are victims and they should get all these things, and it can perpetuate the victim mentality, which is a lower vibrational mentality, which is going to actually bring about more suffering, even though it's looked at as something that is to be there for the victims. It doesn't really help them out. So anyways, I got a little off tangent here, but yeah, all right, so that's what I'm doing. All right, love you guys. I'll take care. Bye.